Hi and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my 10 tips of how I scaled and grew a business off the back of my YouTube channel. So I am going to go over what I did, how I've managed to grow. I earn around 10,000 a month from my YouTube channel. I think that's pretty successful considering I only started it about a year and a half ago, and it was kind of an accidental business. I didn't know it was going to grow this big. So I'm going to give you what I think are the reasons why I managed to grow a successful business off the back of this YouTube channel. Now, this is super useful for anybody who has got a business or who wants to drive traffic to their business. I've literally never paid for any advertising at all, and I have a successful business because of this YouTube channel. So I think it's great if you've got a business, if you've got a community interest company or social enterprise, which is what this channel is about, then I think this is really useful to gain attention, to build a community, to serve a community. And then also if you've just got a hobby that you want to change into a YouTube channel, I mean, it's all good. So I'm going to be going through that in this video. So before I get into it, please hit the subscribe button for everything to do with community interest companies, social enterprises, building your business. And you'll notice I've also got a membership now that my subscriptions on my YouTube channel has gone over 2,000. So I've now got an extra channel which you can subscribe to. So if you love my channel, do subscribe to the new membership and you'll get different videos on there, which will be like another grade up than what we're used to on this channel. Also, jump over to my website if you're interested in community interest companies and growing a social enterprise. Over there, this is based on UK CICs and social enterprises. So all that aside, let's get into it. So it's crazy, my whole YouTube story. So essentially, I had a niche thing that I was good at. It was starting community interest companies. I was doing it for 10 years. People kept asking me, how do you do it? How do you do it? So I thought, I'll just put together a little course. It wasn't a big thing. It wasn't an ambition. I put together a small course of how to set up a CIC, and then I made the first video of that course. I just shoved it on YouTube, created a channel, just put it on there. It was pretty awful. The video, if you go back and look at my first video, wasn't styled well, looks amateur as hell. I look awful in it. It just wasn't great at all, but it gave information that people wanted, and people found it really inspirational because I told my story. So and then it led people to go and buy my course, which like I said, I just started it because people kept asking me for the information. I never knew it was going to blow up the way it did. And one of the reasons why I think it blew up, and this is my number one, is because it's a niche topic and I made sure the video title was what people were typing in to YouTube. Bear in mind, YouTube is like the second to Google in terms of search engines. When people want to know how to do something, they will type in how to da da da, right? So if your videos are titled how to da da da, then, and that's what people are searching, then that is how you're going to get traffic naturally. So like I said, I never did any paid ads, but because I'd said how to set up a CIC and get grant funded in 4 months, that's how it hit so hard. And if you see that video now, it's the most successful one on the channel because it had that title, and then my channel has just grown off the back of people finding probably that video first and then finding the rest of the channel. And then as I've gone forward from that video, I've always tried to make my videos quite concise and still solving people's problems. So I'll often break it down in quite short, concise way. Like this one is like 10 ways to set up a YouTube channel. I'll do 5, ways to get grant funding, blah, blah, blah. So when you break it down like that, it's quite easy. And what people say to me is that it's relatable, it's easy to digest, gives the information that they need. They often say they've scoured the internet and then they found my YouTube channel and I just answered all their questions. So if you've got a niche, just answer people's questions. Now, if it's something you've got experience in, like I had lived experience because I ran CICs for 10 years, then it was easy for me to put that together. So think about what your clients for your businesses might want. It could be demonstration of kit, like equipment. It could be demonstration of a skill or teaching a style. It could be information and guidance, mentoring. Think about what people are typing in and what they're going to find. So number 2, following the success of that first video, which I said looked awful, I thought, oh my God, if I'm going to do this properly, I'm going to have to style out a proper background for my YouTube, I'm gonna have to put some thought into this. So I went on YouTube and checked out advice videos from other YouTubers about how to style your backgrounds. So I made sure, I realised that the reason why I look so washed out in that first video, because I've got blonde hair, got very pale skin, it's because I should be on a dark background. So went to B&Q, got some dark paint, covered a wall in my spare room, got some fake plants, and I used my spray cans because I called myself Kex Community Artist, that was the name of the channel. I wanted to obviously bring in some of who I am and what I do, so by having the spray paints there, that brought that in. So I started out, and then that became literally my branding, and then I used the colour scheme from like the walls, like the green plants and the coloured wall. That's then the colour theme throughout my business. It's the colour theme on my website, it's the colour theme on my planners, and I carried it through, so it's really good for branding. So that is like my whole thing. And I also hired a professional photographer to take photos of me in my YouTube setting, and all of that has really helped. So other tips with backgrounds is have some kind of light. That's always good to add depth. Like you can use LED lighting and stuff like that. I think having some plants around is good. And then think about your background color and just things like that. So it really adds to just the quality and the kind of, like I said, relatability of a YouTube video. I would sit down, not stand as well, and then think about sound as well. So you notice I've got a little mic here, so this is just £20. I'll put the link in the description. So little £20 mic, that really improves the sound quality. It will put people off completely if your sound quality is bad. Other thing, of course, is lighting. So I've got a window there, and I've got a double doors there, and then I've got a ring light there. So that's also really important. Make sure you don't have lights behind you. Make sure the lights are in front of you. So doors, ring lights, that kind of thing. So tip number 3 is name. I wouldn't give it your personal name unless you're gonna, become Russell Brand or something like that. That's, a well-known name, celebrity name. You don't really you want to make sure that it's quite captivating. It kind of says what it does on the tin. I chose Kex Community Artist. So my name is Kelly. I did not want a YouTube channel with the name Kelly in. It's common as hell. So I used my artist name. I came up with an artist name for Kex, and community artist is what I am. And that's how I run my CICs and my social enterprises. I do community art workshops. So I did Kex Community Artist, and I think that has really helped. It's really helped my branding. Website is kex.co.uk. So if you'll notice in my on my page, you've got my name, that's my @ I try to use the same @ on my YouTube as I've got on my Instagram and the others, so it all ties in. It's easy for people to find. If it's unique and easy, like Kex is a short word, so it's easier for people to remember and find. Number 4 is banner. So you'll notice on my YouTube channel, I've got a banner. That's really important. Like all the YouTubers will tell you, having a good banner is good. The banner that I've got there has also got like my Instagram @ and stuff on it, and the website link. So it's easy for people to then find me. That banner is also on my Facebook group. I started a Facebook group. So it's easy then for people to go and find me from Facebook as well, to here. And I also put it on my personal Facebook, although my personal Facebook is private. When people sometimes search for me, they find my personal Facebook first. So although they can't get onto my page, they can see my banner, so they still know where to come. Number 5 for tips is video breaks. So if you've got a video, what you do, if you notice, go into my description, scroll down to the bottom of the description of this video, and you'll notice there I've got the timestamps, and that's how you do your breaks. At the bottom of your description, you put those timestamps. So you put, the first one will be like, so you notice I did a little intro, then I had a timestamp. So I've got the 00 timestamp, which is the one you have to do for it to register that it's going to do timestamps. Then I did my intro one. Then after my little, go to my website kind of bit, then you kick into the video, and then another couple of breaks thereafter. So you need to have 3 breaks on there. So just break up that first bit generally, and that's usually enough. You can have loads of breaks if you want to. Tip number 6 is share the videos. So when I do a video, I share it on my Facebook group, I share it on my Instagram story with a link to go straight to it. So that drives traffic. So it links again all your different socials in, so people know you've got a new video out, because they may not have subscribed to this channel. Hopefully they do, but they may not have. So by putting it on your other pages, you're alerting them to new videos. Tip number 7 is your make sure you do subscribe like notifications in it. So you'll notice at the beginning of my video, I obviously asked people to subscribe. Asking people to subscribe definitely boosts your subscriptions. So I am massively chuffed that I've got over 2,000 already, and I've only been doing this with no paid ads for about a year and a half. So number 7 is subscribers. So always do a reminder straight away in the video, please subscribe to this video, and at the end as well. So you want people to subscribe to the channel, so do that notification. Also, you know, have it obviously on your socials and things like that, and in your banner. That kind of is a no-brainer. You want to obviously get people to subscribe to lock them in. Also, when I say subscriptions, you also want to build it to over 2,000, because then you can monetize your channel. So I've just crossed the 2,000 mark. So now I'd be able to do like an extra membership, a paid membership on my channel, which helps me then monetize it. So subscriptions are definitely important, and they're a really good guide to know how well you're doing. Tip number 8 is be consistent. So you hear that loads from YouTubers, but you really have to be. So I aim to do 2 to 3 videos a week. What I do is, like, at the beginning of the week, I'll hit off all 3, and then I'll edit those and drop them as I go. So I try to make it easy so I can be consistent. I film it on my phone. So lots of people use a camera, fancy camera. I use an iPhone. So I just find it easier, because if you do it on a camera, okay, it does look great, but then you've also then got to go and like convert it and faff about on the computer. What I like about this, and what helps me be consistent because I'm busy, is I film it on my phone, I edit it on CapCut just quickly. I make my my thumbnail on Canva. So go to Canva, make your thumbnail, because you'll notice my thumbnails look great on my video, and that's one thing that people say, like, you know, draws them to subscribe. So thumbnails are really important. Do that on Canva. Pop that on then my CapCut video, and then upload it. And then I copy and paste the same description, which I've got on my phone, just copy and paste that over. That's got all my links and leads to, you know, to my website on it. And then I may just add then a few extra bits, and then I might just, and obviously add the timestamps at the bottom. So it's kind of minimal work. And that's one way that I definitely help be consistent, because if you're consistent, that's why people are going to keep subscribing, and how your channel is going to grow. Now, that's not to say I don't have breaks, because of course I do. So, you know, it's not every week that I've done that, but, you know, generally speaking, I have. I definitely think there have been periods of time, like when I moved house or when it's the holidays or something, that of course that slacks down. But I think that's okay, you know, we're only human. The tip number 10 is monetization. So how do you then monetize what you've done? So you built this channel, how are you going to monetize it? So that first video I did converted 10% into buying my course, which was incredible, which is why I knew that, oh my God, I'm going to have to take this seriously and do more. So, yeah, 10% conversion is pretty much what I get, just below, which is insane. So I think that having an online course, having a membership to send people to, book a call with you, those things that people can easily be like, yeah, okay, I really relate to this person. I'd love to talk to them one-to-one, just ask them some questions. I can book a call with them. Great, like it's in the description. That's easy. Go to the website, book the call. So you don't want people to just be on your YouTube. You want them to convert them. So have those things easy to convert and talk about them in every video. So definitely leads to conversion. Other thing you can do, like for instance, I said about putting the mic and the lights and all those little bits of kit. So say you are promoting a product, you could put the affiliate link in the description. So say then someone wants to go and buy the mic after watching this video and they buy a ring light, then I get a teeny tiny little percentage off of Amazon for like those things. And you could have other things that you might be promoting. So I have an affiliate link to insurance, business insurance, because people, they set up their community interest companies, they buy the insurance from my link, and I get a tiny bit of money from that. So sometimes it's only a small amount, but all these things, they add up. At the end of the day, you are promoting other people's products, you should get paid. So affiliate links is another way. So I would say all my money has pretty much come from basically channeling, funneling people from my YouTube to buy, and then also, a bit here and there from affiliate links. Another way you could monetize from your channel could be selling your artwork or whatever else it is you've got to sell. So selling merchandise and stuff like that. Those are all things that you could use YouTube as a funnel for. And also it's not just about sales, is it? And it's about people subscribing to your stuff and staying tuned and building a community. So if you are running a not-for-profit or community interest company, like most people on my channel are, I would say definitely growing this, YouTube just creates that platform for you to be able to deliver information and help people. So I think don't worry too much if your numbers are a bit low. At the end of the day, if you've consistently got like 100, 200 people watching your videos, that's great. That's a really good, you got to imagine like if those people were in front of you. So if you booked an event and 200 people came to hear you talk, like that's massive. But sometimes we look at that online and we're like, oh, it's not very much, because we compare ourselves wrongly to to big YouTubers. So so just think about what it is. It's okay to have smallish numbers if you've just got a little niche thing going on. So those are my 10 tips for starting a YouTube channel. So if you love this video and you want to see more, then do subscribe, as I've said.